Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a general reading for the sign of Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Pisces, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, the information regarding that can be found in the About section of my YouTube page, and I thank you so much in advance. You may see some wisps of smoke. I did burn an incense match, and it smells amazing in here, but it might look a little weird. I'm using two decks for your reading today. But first, I'm going to get the overall energy from the Heart Path Oracle cards and a brand new tarot deck for this reading, the Urban Tarot. Cards have been pre-shuffled. This is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Pisces, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. What messages do you have for Pisces, Spirit? Okay, thank you. Soul assistance, soul guidance. Unique perspective. Oh, this is so funny because the Cancer reading had a cat in it too, and I see this little earthly basket of cats. That's so adorable. Soul assistance, soul guidance, unique perspective. I'm immediately drawn to the fact that there's a pendulum right there. So for me, pendulums talk about energy, but they also talk about directionality. There could be a situation in your life right now where you are, oh, Spirit just said lacking direction. Spirit said lacking direction. So it kind of is like we're flying by the seat of our pants. We're just going with the flow and things are going well. There's a lot of Spirit is with us. We are experiencing a lot of cradling, but it's almost like we need to ask Spirit for a little bit more help in, Spirit just said making better choices. I'm not saying you're not making good choices, Pisces, but this is what I'm hearing. We need a little bit more help in making better choices. I think it requires you. I'm feeling Hanged Man energy, the Hanged Man of the Major Arcana, which is also Pisces energy, because I'm looking. It's almost like this this owl right here is sitting. I don't want to say he's sitting in judgment. He does look a little judgy, but it's almost like he's sitting in reflection or observation. Because even this owl seems young. These are like kittens. Everything in this area seems very, very young. And this is almost like your higher self looking at the situation and thinking, okay, at what point do I need to step in to help my avatar on Earth get themselves together, is what Spirit just said. It's this idea, right, that we have ourselves in the 3D, we have ourselves in the 5D, our spirit, our soul in the 5D, and when we can connect those two, which is essentially trusting our intuition, trusting our gut, getting back to ourselves, that's when a lot can fall into place for us. A lot of doors can open because we're listening to ourselves. And I feel as though I'm hearing the words like getting carried away with, or literally carrying, but we could have gotten carried away with ourselves, which is to say carried away from ourselves. And this energy here is, I don't know, I don't want to say it's casting judgment, but it feels like judgment a little bit. Maybe the judgment card will come out. Something about judgment, something about perspective and directionality. But there's also this suggestion that your spirit guides are here for that very reason, to help you in all of those arenas. And are you kind of utilizing or capitalizing on the fact that you have this intimate connection with your spirit guides, that they're here for you? So I'm going to get 3 cards for the base spread, 3 cards for clarifier, past, present, and future. For Pisces, please. For Pisces. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? What did I tell you? This is the Hanged Man. Thank you, Spirit. The Hanged Man in reverse. Thank you, Spirit. I knew I was feeling it. I knew I was feeling it. One more. Okay. So, you got 3 major arcanas. It's not, judgment didn't come out, but the Hanged Man did. So very interesting. Okay. So, the Hanged Man in the reverse. Number 12, Pisces and Virgo energies. Pisces, you showed up in your own reading. This is the card in the upright. It's the sense that when we get the Hanged Man card, it's that we're needing to pull ourselves out of a situation where we're just a little too close. We're so close that we can't look at things clearly. And so we need that perspective. And so we might isolate ourselves away for a while to look at everything with fresh eyes, as fresh of eyes as we can. Kind of like this owl energy. And what results from that pulling away is some wisdom. And in the past energy, it was interesting. I pulled 8 cards instead of 6, so these last 2 are advice from Spirit. The Spirit wanted to give you the advice. That's interesting. I just meant to pull 6 cards. I pulled 8. When the Hanged Man is in the reverse, it's this sense that in the past energy, you really, I felt like there was a frustration with when you looked at things clearly. It's like then you could see, it's almost like you saw something you didn't want to see. When you extricated yourself and you looked at things a little bit more rationally or with a clearer mind, you saw something that you didn't really enjoy, or that it was like a wake-up call. Spirit is saying wake-up call. Having to do with the 10 of Swords, oppression. The 10 of Swords card is in reverse for you, which kind of shows me that you may still be kind of trapped and bound in your own thoughts. Like anxiety on overdrive. When the card is in the upright, it's actually better in terms of progress, because it means that we're soon going to go back to the Ace of Swords, where we have maturity, where we have clarity, where we have insight and breakthroughs. But you got this card in reverse, so I see there was something here that it really threw you for a loop. It really caused you to be stuck, doubly stuck. And I don't feel like whatever was in this is past energy. It's not pleasant. It's a disappointment. You know, a Spirit just wanted me to say it hurt a piece of your inner child. Because I'm looking at this basket of kittens and this youthful energy. it hurt your inner child. It hurt the part of you that just wanted to be cherished and loved. For someone also adored, but that was just for like one person. So this is interesting. The word is art, but this is the number 14. This is the Temperance card. You can see here this reference of temperance. This is an amazing card, actually. Temperance suggests patience. It suggests transmutation. So Spirit is kind of saying it's really important. It was really important that you took that energy, that frustration, that intensity, and turned it into something that you could use to express yourself in a different way. Why is it not focusing? Sorry, I'm trying to get it to focus. And naturally, it's almost like things are going to bleed away. Things that it's so interesting. It's like art becomes life. Okay, I'm getting a really specific scenario of like, and this has happened to me too, and the Spirit's bringing it to me. So there's this like really personal thing that I'm gonna share because it's my channel and I can share. But I have this thing about like when I see men crying on screen, like really, really, not even like super tough men, but when I see actors, specifically men, crying on camera, it just does something to me. I don't know, because it's vulnerable and it's like, it just takes me to another place. And I thought, oh my God, if I could just have that kind of intimacy with a man where he felt like he could cry in front of me, that'd be so amazing. And then I got into relationships and like it happened in real life and it was like, whoa, like this is awful. Like really having to hold someone while they're going through like a full-blown panic attack. It's not romantic. It's not Hollywood. It's brutal. It is intimate in a way, but it's really tough. It's really well, it's eye-opening, that's for sure. But it kind of brought me out of this kind of teenage fantasy, oh, like this is what love is really like, into the reality, which is that I'm hearing that song, Love Hurts. Love hurts. But that art imitating life, life imitating art aspect is here to kind of show that it's like we can rise to the occasion should we choose to, right? So like when I was with somebody and that person was having a panic attack and they were really upset and they were crying, like I didn't run away from it. It just changed my perspective on how people cope with trauma, how people like, and that's what's happening here, right? The word is oppression. Oppression, that's trauma. And how one deals with trauma, being able to use that trauma and convert it into something one can use and turn into something beautiful, right? It doesn't always happen, but I feel the Spirit's kind of showing it, that there's been a maturity on your part. You've had to grow up a little bit, right? This dichotomy between this youthful energy and this wise sage energy. You could also have Sagittarius in your chart, or not be working with, or be dealing with a Sagittarius. In the present energy, Princess of Swords, Page of Swords, the activist. You can see here, So this is a brand new deck to me. This is only, I just used it for the Cancer reading. This is the second reading I'm doing it with, so I'm learning the cards alongside of you. The activist here represented holding a megaphone. Page of Swords, Princess of Swords, is somebody who is wanting to learn more about the world, curious, kind of stepping into one's own, feeling the wherewithal to spread our wings, stretch our minds, stretch ourselves, and express it. I feel as though there's something here in the present energy. Whatever it is that you've learned, you've discerned, you've transmuted, now it's about taking those first steps to express your wisdom. So I don't know if it's involves writing, journaling, broadcasting, some kind of communication, some kind of, really standing up for others or standing up for oneself. Boundaries. This card is really intense. I can barely see it. It's so dark. It's the Seven of Pentacles, I believe. And the word is failure. Oh, it's weird. I can see it a little bit better in the camera. This almost looks like a street light. It's almost like when there's like wildfires and smoke descends upon a city, and so everything has that murky haze to it. That's what this card reminds me of. The word is failure. Seven of Pentacles can talk about, normally it talks about looking at something that we've invested in and reassessing the situation, because the yield, the return, the product of that investment has not turned out the way that we thought it would. It hasn't given us what the abundance that we hoped it would. And so you got this card in the reverse, which kind of represents to me that there's another process of transmutation on your part, that there could have been something that just really, and I'm really feeling like this is a person. You invested in a person and they just really let you down. And you invested in them and they just really hurt you or let you down. But it's not going to keep you down, right? Because I see you standing up for yourself, advocating for oneself, making your presence known. That's really beautiful. I'm going to get a clarifier for the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, 3 cards came out. The Ace of Wands, the Two of Wands, the Five of Pentacles. So the Ace of Wands is in the upright. This beautiful torch almost looks like it belongs to Lady Liberty, Statue of Liberty, freedom, freedom. Spirit is saying that you're kind of, it's almost like you're looking at this darkness and you're bringing a torch to the situation. You're bringing light to it. Again, with this standing strong and standing tall and just being out there and vibrant. I feel this is such vibrant. Like even this, it's like it looks like vibration. Vibrant, vibration, frequency. And then the next 2 cards you got to clarify are both in reverse. Number 2, the word is dominion, 2 of Wands, and 5 of Pentacles in reverse, worry. I'm going to show it to you in the upright. 5 of Pentacles, you can see here somebody's like in a doctor's office and they're looking at like a CAT scan or x-rays or whatever, and they're feeling like there might be something to worry about. You did get this card in the reverse. This one as well, like we're in maybe situation, a great hall, a city hall. The word is dominion. Two of Wands talks about decision making, directionality. Remember I talked about directionality with the pendulum? Got these cards in reverse though. So it's kind of clarifying for me in the present energy that you've made your decision, right? And you're not going to let this feeling of abandonment or being left out in the cold, you're not going to let it keep you down. Because you've got this. It's like you're rising above it. It's like the phoenix rising. That's what it makes me feel. In the future potential, the universe in reverse. This is the World card of the Major Arcana, number 21. You can see here this pretty intense landscape. It's hard to, it feels like some relics of civilizations of the past. And here she is in her platform shoes, kind of rising above the memory of it. There's another little cat here. Could be a cat owner because there's like cats several times in your reading. The universe is closing out of a chapter and beginning a new one. It's this sense that we're shifting into a new timeline, into a new phase of our lives. There's this hint of a victory wreath here, right? It's victory wreath. Also, portal energy. You got this card in reverse. There's something that still needs to be closed out. And it could have to do with the King of Pentacles. This is definitely relevant for me, and I hope it's relevant for you guys too. Gourmet chef. A King of Pentacles is somebody who is very financially stable in their thinking. They have a firm foundation, very grounded person. But the king, it says Knight of Discs, but in this deck, the knights are the kings. And the princes and the princesses are the pages and knights. Anyway, I don't know why they did it like that. But here we can see like a very beautiful, that's a very extravagant meal. It looks like beef tenderloin, right? It's like filet tenderloin. I work with a lot of chefs, so like that's the cut it reminds me of. But it's a very expensive piece of meat. Very beautifully rendered. There's somebody who is an expert in their field. Yes, you could be dealing with a chef, but it's more about somebody who is an expert in their field, the top of their game. This could be you. The card is in reverse. But I don't feel like it's you. I feel like it's somebody that's connected to you. There's a cycle here that you need to close out with a King of Pentacles. A King of Pentacles could be Capricorn or Taurus energy. Doesn't have to be, but you could be dealing with one of those signs. I feel like Spirit wanted me to say victory is so close you can taste it. But it's just outside of your grasp. Suddenly, I just have to tell you, I just felt this wave of exhaustion come over me. Like almost to the point where I wanted to close my eyes. It was like this fatigue. This is only the third reading I've done today. Like I've done 9 readings in a day once. That was too many, but this just wave of exhaustion just hit me just now, just in this moment. So like you could just be tired, and now I hear Mary J. Blige in her iconic No More Drama performance from the Grammys in 2002, whenever. 2003 maybe, I don't know, iconic. Sick and tired of being sick and tired. That's what she said in that performance. I'm so sick and tired of being sick and tired. Let's get a clarifier for the universe in reverse and the King of Pentacles in reverse. Well, look who we have here. Spirit doesn't make any mistakes. I was picking up on it. Capricorn, you showed up in this reading. If you are a cross-watcher, or you may have Capricorn placements in your chart, or you could be dealing with a Capricorn. The Devil, number 15 in the Major Arcana. Right, I told you you could be dealing with a Capricorn. Felt this wave of exhaustion. I mean, this guy doesn't seem like he's going anywhere fast. The Devil card talks about, God, this reading is so... I'm frustrated for you, Pisces. I'm a Pisces moon, so I'm also frustrated for myself. I'm frustrated for you. I feel so pissed off. You know why? Because see the body posture here? I'm picking up on your energy because, like, I was fine before. See that body posture? The look on his face? It's arrogance. You just want to wipe that arrogance off of somebody's face, right? No violence, no violence. I'm not condoning any of that, but you know what I mean. The Devil is about codependency. It's about addiction. Trapped and bound. Workaholism. Overspending, overeating. Too many drugs, too many bad habits. That's too many distractions. That's what the Devil energy is. And it's almost like Spirit is quietly reminding you to really take a hard look at it. Because this is your energy here. This is your energy on Earth. It's beautiful. It feels kind. It feels cooperative. This energy feels put out. They can't be bothered. Jaded, cynical, cynicism. And this is you really, really trying your best to close out the cycle. Capricorn energy very strong here, just to let you know. I know a lot of beautiful Capricorns, so I'm just, that could be for like one person, okay? What is the advice from Spirit? Justice card in reverse, Major Arcana number 13. Excuse me. In this deck, number 8. Sometimes the Strength card and the Justice card can reverse numbers. In this deck, it's number 8. Justice card in reverse and the 5 of Cups in reverse. Justice and disappointment. So let's look at the Justice card first. You did get this card in reverse. This talks about karma, karmic balance. There still is something that, now I'm hearing that Daughtry song, it's not over. It's not over. We're having to learn some lessons. It's very frustrating, Pisces, but it's almost like the faster that you learn this lesson, the faster you can get over this Devil energy. Like, really, really look at how this person or this entity triggers you. The situation triggers you. Because it is triggering. And you're going to keep learning this lesson. Justice will keep being in reverse until we learn this lesson, right? 5 of Cups is all about sadness and disappointment and things that have been lost. We need the change of perspective to understand that not all is actually lost. It's just our perception that makes us think it is. It makes us think that we don't have anything to kind of stand for, stand up for, or enjoy. Right. Let me get a clarifier for Spirit's advice. Number 8, 8 of Swords, interference, analysis paralysis. This reminds me of like a weird kind of television set. And these tendrils coming out of it. It's talking to me about the media that you're consuming. Could you be watching too many TikTok videos about relationships or something like that? You know, when I was just talking about, or it imitates life, and I was talking about, you know, looking at love and vulnerability on screen, and then like you get into real life and you're just like, oh, this is awful. There could be something through social media that is kind of ingrained in you that is making you think that you don't have many options, right? That things seem fruitless or pointless, and it's just not true. There are lessons, however. These are our lessons that we need to learn so that balance can come into play. It's all about balance. So that's your reading, Pisces. It was kind of a tough one, but remember, these are just the messages you need to hear in this moment. You have the ability to change the outcome of anything right now in this moment by the decisions that you make, the actions that you take. If this reading resonated, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, Pisces.